Hi, everyone. Welcome to Tangle Time Arts. My name is Nana Heron, and I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. And today is day 22 of our impromptu Advent Tangles. And I had said yesterday that we would do something a little more traditional. So we are going to make a wreath, a simple wreath using Flux. And our featured tangle is Cruffle by Sandy Hunter, CZT. For this project, you'll need your basic tools, the white tile, black pen, number 2 pencil, and a tortillon. We'll also need a couple of green colored pencils for the wreath. We are going to be drawing circles, so we need a compass, and I have a couple of coins for the Cruffle. And you'll also want an assortment of your favorite colors of gel pens. I'm using glitter ones, but you could use fine liners too. Just you might want something with a little color. So like blue, green, reds, pinks, something sparkly. All right, let's get started here. I'm going to move that aside so I don't lose that. And we'll need our compass and our white tile to start with. So we want to circle about 2 3/4 in diameter. So we are going to draw that. We might want to do it a little smaller. I don't know. I'm just going to push that in a little bit. So I'll draw this and then I'll measure and see how wide it is, what the diameter is. Okay, so I've got my circle and let me grab a ruler. I'll measure. It's about 2.5 actually. All right, so you've got your circle about 2.5, and then we're going to take our black pen and I'm going to kind of start on the bottom. This is my bottom here. And we're just going to start with Flux. And we've done this before. I'm just going to kind of follow along that line there and come out with a little petal. And we're just going to go around the circle like that. I'm just going to do the outside first. And make all of my petals. And then I'll go on the inside. It goes pretty quickly. Flux is one of those tangles that I use a lot, especially if I want to add a little greenery. So we're just going around our circle, making these little petals, or maybe they kind of look like dewdrops or teardrops. Some are going to be a little bigger than others, some a little smaller. We're coming back to where we started, so I'm kind of looking ahead to see. I'm going to tuck these in, and it just fits in there nicely. So we have our outer layer of leaves, and then we're going to work on the inside. These might be a little smaller just because they're pointing inward. And they're a little more pointed towards the center, whereas these kind of go out more. They don't necessarily have to pair up. I don't really look that strictly to see if they're pairing up or not. I just kind of fit them in. And we're coming back to where we started. So I'm kind of looking ahead a little bit to make sure these are going to match up as best as we can. And then we can add a little detail to these. You can start in any one, and I'm going to work on the outer layer first. It's just a little line, and you can put 2 or 3 little dots for each one. I like to do 3 if I have space, but you might want to just do 2. And just keep working our way around one at a time. Rotating as we need to go. And the same on the inside, just a line. And because these are smaller, they might only have 2 dots. We'll see. Some are much smaller than others. All right, and we're all the way around already. So we have our wreath in place already. And then I'm going to put in a few, I'm just going to put in a few little orbs or perfs just for a little interest. Um, just in areas that look like a little berry type of decoration might be sitting in there. And I can probably add one over here on the inside. And we can add more later. And maybe I'll put one down here. Let's leave that like that for now, and then we can add more later if we need to. And now this is where we need our coins. And I'm not sure, it depends on the space on the inside, whether I'm going to use the nickel or the dime. Maybe I'll do a small one there and a larger one here. I want to have 3 of them. They don't necessarily have to all be the same size. So let me do this one first. Being really careful to go around the nickel. There's one. I'm just going to leave that there. And then, let's see, I could do another one here. So you want to place them not at the same spot, but you want to have a little bit of difference in between them. And then we'll place a small one here. You might have space to do 3 nickel-sized ones, or you might only be able to use the dime. It just depends. So 3 little ornaments. And I'm just going to fill in the Cruffle tangle now. And it's very simple. And for this, I am just going to ink it in with the black, and then I am going to add some color with the glitter gel pen. So once you have your circle, you come in and do an S shape. So you end up with kind of like the yin yang symbol almost. And then we aura on the inside. And we do that a couple of times. Like that. And I'm going to actually rotate this around so I could do the same thing with the aura on the inside. Kind of look like marbles a little bit. And then I'm just going to draw a line up like a string. Let's do the small one. And then we'll do this one. Let's do our line up. like that. And then we can see if we have space for a couple more little perfs. And then go ahead and add those. And let's see, do we have any more space? I'm just going to add another one here. And on the outside, maybe a couple more. All right. Now we can do some shading. We can shade along here. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. If you're using colored pencil, um, you can go in with the darker green here. But I'm just going to go ahead and shade this in case some people are not using colored pencil. So I'm doing the inside first. Just a little bit of graphite, and then going along the outside here. Then I'm also going to add graphite on the very outside. And I'm just putting this in lightly. I don't want it to be so overwhelmingly dark. I just want a little hint of a shadow here. And then I'm going to add a little bit on the inside. Again, just light pressure. Like so. And then we can take our tortillon and start blending. I'm going to start on the inside and then work out. I'm just using light circular motions. And then we can come to this area here in our flux. Goes aside. And then the outer layer of flux. All right, I think we went all the way around. And then the outside. So we did all of our shading. And then I'm going to come in with, I think I'll just use the light green pencil for now, and we'll see how it turns out. I'm just going to add a little bit of green to these just for a hint of color. I'm just looking for a hint of color today, not a saturated color. Very light pressure. Just little circular motions. And then the same with the outer petals. Just a hint of color. Of course, if you would like to add more layers of color, you can go in with yellow for lighter or a darker green along these center areas for a more complete coloring experience. But because we put the layer of graphite down, it has enough shading that shows through the colored pencil. So I'm happy with that. And I'm going to leave it like that. All right, so that's colored in just lightly. Sometimes something I do is I go back in with the pencil and I just go along the line and the dots, and I just add a little bit of pressure to make those areas a little bit darker. You can still see the line and the dots, but it has a little bit more color to it. So I'm going back in and doing that now. We made it all the way around, so now we're going to do the inside too. And this is like medium pressure. All right, so we went all the way around, and I'm going to leave that as it is. I'm not going to add the darker green, so I didn't need that. I am now going to take my glitter gel pens and I'm going to add a little bit of color. Let's see. I think I'll start with this kind of raspberry one. And I am going to work on this one first. And I'm going to work with, we had our S go through here. So I'm just going to add some color to this area here. And I'm going to leave a little bit of white and then add color to this area. I'm going to rotate around so I can focus on that same angle. And this time I'm going to do this middle layer. And you could go in there with another color gel pen, but I'm going to leave some white area in there because I like that. All right, I am going to pick another color and let me see. Maybe I will go with this kind of it's kind of a gold color, I think. Yeah, that's an orangish gold. I'm doing the same thing off of that initial S. I'm inking in this area. And then the center area. I rotate around so I can see a little better. And I'm going to get this middle one here. All right. And again, I'm leaving those white areas because I like it. But if you want to go in with a different color, you can. Just wait until your first area is dry though. And then my third one, I have blue. Again, going off of that initial S. and then the center area. Rotate around. All right, so we have 3 little ornaments. You could, if you wanted to, you could add like a little bow. It's gonna be a little hard here because it's going to go behind. And let me grab the raspberry one, add a little bow here. Like that. Now I'm going to take my black pen again and go back in, and I like to ink in these little spaces here. It's something that I like to always go back in and do. I guess you wouldn't have to do it. I just think it looks better inked in. That's my preference. Like that. And I think I got them all. And then you can choose to leave your little berries white or to add a little color to them. And I have this, it's supposed to be a red glitter gel pen. It's more of like it's sort of red. It's not a bright red though. So I'll fill these in, and then you can decide whether you want to have little red berries or if you want to leave them white. I think they look cute red. All right, and that's it basically. It was pretty quick, pretty easy. I love these cute little Cruffle, and you can get really creative with them and do fun things with them, like make a Cruffle bouquet, add some fescue. It's really cute. All right, so we need to put our initials on there. And I think for today, actually, I'm just going to put mine in the corner here. Once in a while, I do that. I'll flip this over. Hope it's dry. And it's the 22nd. It's our Advent Tangles. Day number 22. It's 2024. And we had Cruffle. Cruffle by Sandy Hunter. CZT. And we also had Flux by Zentangle. All right. So that's our cute little wreath with some Cruffle ornaments. Play around with that. Cruffle is is simple but really cool. I love Cruffle. So we just had to do Cruffle for this season because they make the perfect little ornaments. So we have a little wreath with some ornaments in it. All right, we've only got 2 more days left together, so um I'm gonna let you work on this one, and then I will see you on the 23rd. And I'm trying to think maybe we should do another little tree project. So we'll see. We'll see what we do. All right. Have fun with this one. Stay safe. Get your shopping done, but relax, relax, take time to relax, take time for some self-care. And one of the best ways to do that is with art and tangling. All right, thank you for spending time with me. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Love you guys. Bye.